Anyways, time to turn our attention to the upcoming Silesia Diamond League. Now, with the tension still smoldering between Noah and Kenny, remember at the 200 at the US trials, that little dust up, well, they will now face off in Italy over 100 meters, and this could be epic, okay? Because Kenny, he has the second fastest time in the world in the 100, 9.79, and Noah's best is a solid 10 flat. Now, Aaron, our friend Anson Henry said something funny on his show, Sprint Culture. He said that if these two grown men, he didn't say that, I just added that. He said if these two grown men made up, don't tell him, don't tell us, don't announce it to the world, we don't want to know, because basically that Kung Fu inspired shove seen all around the world is too good, too epic for business. But Anson, because we know you're watching, we have some bad news for you, friend. They actually made up. Yup, they squashed the beef, bro. They took it to the Lord in prayer. These are my words, not theirs. According to Kenny anyways. So Aaron, did this bit of news suck the air out of this really great, sporty melodrama that has captured the world? What do you think?
I don't think so. I think people are still going to be tuned in and they want to see what's going to happen the next time they line up. And it just so happens that it's going to be 100 meters. So a bit of a different change of event, but it's still compelling nonetheless. And then, to spice it up, we got some other matchups in the lineup. And I think what is being glossed over is the fact that we got Noah versus Kashane again, which is the literal tiebreaker from last year.
True.
Obviously Noah got it by a hair, but they both ran the same time, and I'm sure Kashane feels like he should have been the Olympic champion, and we're gonna run that back. And then the rest of the field
didn't shove
is
Noah. You're like glazing over your fact that your friend shoved the man. Like Kashane didn't shove Noah. How did Kashane get in it?
He didn't. I mean, I'm just looking at the field, and of course the main event is going to be Noah versus Kenny. But I don't know. They're running the 100 now, and I feel like that's different. Yes, there's a big shove, and that's going to be the main headline. But it's not the two, and I feel like I don't have Noah being 100-meter ready yet. So I feel like he'll be ready going into Tokyo, but there's a reason why he chose to go all the way through in the 200 and not the 100 at trials.
Okay, I see it. I'm still going back to the shove quickly. Okay, I'm gonna be petty because I want to talk about it. So
Okay.
I agree with Anson wholeheartedly, and I actually disagree with you. I think the fact that they've now said to everyone, there's nothing to see here, is a little bit boring to me. Like, no, you shouldn't have told us. Do the PR thing off camera, but we want to know that you don't like each other. We want to know that you're going to duke it out. Now, Kenny did still say there's still going to be fireworks. It's still going to be great. But if you guys are like doing all this peacekeeping stuff, then it's not as dramatic. And the sport needs this, okay? The event needs it. We want it. Anyways, okay, now back to Kashane and Co and everybody else. I need to ask you, this is a great transition. I'm so good at this. I want to know, based on this field, okay, because what, Kashane's there, Trayvon's there, Coleman's there, isn't Courtney Lindsay, your teammate, there as well?
Courtney's there, yeah.
Yeah.
Is Trayvon in there?
I think Trayvon is he not? He is.
Wow.
Akeem is there
Is he?
too, I believe. Who
Akeem,
do you have?
yeah.
I love doing this to you, okay? Who is your top three? Who is taking it all? Who do you got?
I believe Kenny's gonna take it.
Bruh.
Surprise. Of course. I mean, what do you want me to do? He just ran 9.7. It's not like I'm just being biased. I'm going off of like the actual facts. So I'm going Kenny to win, Kashane second, and I really want to say Courtney for a surprise third, but I won't go super homer. There's also Christian.
Yeah.
But I'll put Noah third, and then I'll have Christian and Courtney as my dark horses to upset and possibly get into that top three as well.
You don't ever pick, you have not learned your lesson since like episode 10. You don't never pick Noah to win nothing. You don't ever pick him to win the gold. But anyways, I'm gonna leave you alone. Why do you think
No, I picked him against Tobago in what was that, Monaco?
But you were wrong. Oh, did you pick him?
No.
Oh yeah, you were right.
No,
Okay.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Okay.
I give him
stand
some
corrected.
respect.
You did. No, you respect him. I'm not
does his
accusing
stuff.
of
He
that.
does his
No,
stuff.
he does.
Yeah.
He does.
Yeah.
You want to pick Kenny again? But why do you think Kenny is beating a Kashane who just won another race? What race was he just in? Anyways, he just won something. Why are you
He was
picking?
in Budapest.
Yes. Why are you picking him? I want
Well,
to know. Defend yourself.
well, okay, because I
He's
just
my
feel
friend.
like going going back to the push, like you said, I feel like he's got that extra motivation.
Mm-hmm.
Kenny has been undefeated all season. He's been
Okay.
on a wave, and he's
Okay.
had confidence going all season long. And in 19.67 seconds, he almost just lost all the momentum he's been building for the season in the public eye. Now everyone's saying, oh, he's a silver surfer. He'll never beat Noah in the big moments and yada, yada, yada. He's not going to win. He's always going to be second. And so he's hearing all that noise like, hold up. I've been beating everybody that's been put in front of me all season long.
Right.
One loss, and now you guys are doubting me. So I feel like he's going to have extra motivation going to that 100. I feel like his race pattern this year has been significantly improved. He's going to be hungry. He's run,
Yeah.
aside from the first run in Kingston where he ran 10-0 into a headwind, he's been running under 10 all season long.
Okay.
Noah's only run 10 flat and 10-0 for his season's best. So I can see him beating them. And then you got Kishane, who's looked good and really, really good in
Yes.
Jamaica. He did look good in Budapest,
Mm-hmm.
but I also saw some weaknesses where that could be exploited by someone like a Kenny. No, I don't even call it weaknesses. I just say
Yeah.
like stuff that he's working on that could be cleaned up. He doesn't look completely
Yeah.
sharp, and it's just like Sharika and Shelly Ann, where they're a little possibly heavy coming out of their trials. They got to get ready and go do some work to get ready for Tokyo. So I just
Yeah.
feel like Kishane's not going to be at full form yet.
Okay.
Neither is Noah, and that's why I got Kenny taking it. But I want to put you on the spot too because I'm only one getting in the fire. Who do you have finishing top 3?
I'm sorry. What is the connection's a little
Oh, here we
did
go. Here we
produ-
go.
control room? Did you hear something?
Man.
You want to hear my predictions? I told you I don't like predictions.
Yeah.
You know why? Backstory. Whatever.
I know, but I get all the smoke, and
I
I'm
know.
putting myself out there, so you got to come
know.
with me.
Okay, I won't give as long of a dissertation as you just did,
Mhm.
although I like your dissertations. Okay, I will say this. Okay, this is hard. You got Coleman, who is going to be
Mhm.
on like a revenge tour after not making the team individually. You got Trayvon Bromell, who just missed out on that individual spot. Gosh, your friend Courtney Lindsay as well has been looking really good. I have to go with Kishane. I just feel like he wants a gold medal, man. This guy is hungry and thirsty. He wants it. To your point, Noah's
Yeah.
100 is not cooked, it's not baked, it's not seasoned enough. He not ready. It's not time yet.
Mhm.
And I do feel like Kenny is probably like a little flat from US trials. And so
true.
I go Kishane, Kenny. Do I put Noah in bronze? Do I do this to this man, or do I put in a Coleman or a Trayvon? I'm gonna go with Courtney Lindsay for
Go
third.
Coleman.
No, I don't
Courtney,
think
okay.
Coleman's gonna do it. There's too much off the track drama. I'm not gonna talk about it. I just think he's a little
I
distracted.
mean, he
and needs to work
performed
on it.
well in spite of that at trials. That
True.
actually he had season's
You're
best in
right.
both, so
You're
you
right.
know
You're
he
right.
rose above it.
Okay,
He
that's true.
locked in.
I'm okay.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lock in, but I'm going to just it's
Fair enough. Fair enough.
there you go.
Well, at least it's on wax now, so we're both going down together.
delete this prediction. Delete it. We're both going down together.
In the women's 100 meters, we've got Melissa Jefferson Wooden, fresh off of a blazing 10:65 at the U.S. trials, number 5 all time, going up against the likes of Americans Sha'Carri Richardson, her teammate, and Jacia Shears, as well as the Jamaican twin turbos Tina and Tia Clayton, who make their return to the circuit. But Perdita, looking at this field, do you think there's anybody who can realistically challenge Melissa Jefferson Wooden in that 100 meters now that Julian Alford won't be there?
Good question, AB. Okay, so I'm from the GTA, so the Toronto area, and there used to be this franchise called Bad Boys, Furniture Store Appliances. They had this slogan that was so annoying, but it went, "Who's better than Bad Boy? Nobody!" Listen,
Nobody. I remember that.
See, you remember that? Listen, that is my answer. Who is better than Melissa Jefferson Wooden? Nobody. And I keep saying it, I'm a proud Canadian St. Lucian, but Julian's not in the race, so I can't pick her. I can't be a homer in that way. But honestly, what I've seen Melissa Jefferson Wooden put down, I think she goes into Tokyo as the woman to beat, and I don't think that's going to change between now and then at all.
Well, I did mention that Julian was supposed to be in the race, but she's out now, whether it's injury or she's
Yeah.
just focusing on trying to get better because she saw that 10:65 and was like, whoa, I
She
need more
ducking?
work, I don't know. Is she? Is she? I mean, she's a friend of the show, so I'm not going to go too hard on her, but
Yeah.
I ride for my girls on Star Athletics, and Melissa Jefferson Wooden has been that dog this year. So is
has.
Julian a little like, ooh, is she afraid? Shaking in her boots a little bit?
Julian Alfred, Juju does not duck. How dare you?
Look, I'm
But
just asking the question. That's all.
I know I'm giving you a hard
I'm just
time.
asking.
I know you're not
Yeah,
accusing her.
yeah,
I know you're asking what the fans want to know. I know, but I
yeah,
will say
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
extremely protective of her, and I don't think so. I think her and Flo are getting ready. They're tinkering. They need to do what they got to do, and I think she also lost her training partner, Dina Asher Smith, moved back to London from Austin, Texas, where
Yeah.
she trained. So maybe they got to recalibrate some things, and her prep is going to look a little different. But she ducks nobody. At least I don't think she is. Not right now.
Okay. Okay.
And so, since we're talking about our faves, okay, and since we're putting each other on the spot about our faves, what do you need to see from your training partner and friend Shakiri?
I just want to see her put together a complete race, get that start looking a little stronger.
Yeah.
Go through her phases, just have a complete race, come out healthy. And if I see anything on the clock that says 10-8 or better, she's right on track. And even beyond that, I just want to see her beat people, take some names and be competitive, get
Yeah.
back, build that confidence up and get in her groove. That's all she really needs is a little sliver of confidence going into Tokyo. She's been dealing with some stuff off the track, and I want to see that she's focused, locked in, put together a strong performance that she can build off of, go into Brussels, improve there, and then she'll be right on track, ready for Tokyo to mix it up with the best because we know Shakari at her best is one of the best.
This is it. Yeah, I just want to see her, take some names. I don't even care about her time at this point. Just beat some people. Just beat some people. We are going to switch gears completely because we're going to be talking about the men's 1500 meters. How's this for a segue? I've got my eyes on Yared Nuguse, who a few weeks ago failed to qualify for the World Championships. He was fifth at the U.S. trials. He said after the race that he's determined to qualify through the wildcard spot as a Diamond League champion, but he'll have to end the season in the top 10 of the standings just to make it into the final in Zurich. Right now, he's in the 10th spot with 7 points, so every meet will be important to him as he looks to take home the Diamond League crown and secure a place in Tokyo. AB, I still can't believe that we're talking about Nuguse, who, by the way, is world number 2 in the standings.
It's crazy. I mean, I'm so used to saying the goose is on the loose and looking out for Yard because he's always up in the mix and just seeing if he's going to be a medal contender. But now he's on the hunt to get a spot on the team, and it's an unfamiliar position for him. But he's a gamer, and I believe that he'll step up to the task, and it'll be exciting to see him fight for it. Raise the stakes. That's what's exciting about having the World Championships as the ultimate meet of the year at the end of the season to conclude it. We get scenarios like this where a superstar who you were used to seeing on the big stage has to fight for his way in, and let the games begin. Let's see what Yara can do.
Let's see. I do feel like someone needs to check on our friend Kate Van Busker because she's such a huge fan of Yared Nuguse. Over the time she's been on here, always.
She's in shambles.
Yo, you gotta find her, Kate. Love to you, girl. He's gonna do it. He can do it for sure.
All right, now let's go over to the 400 meters. I ride with Marilady Paulino, and I'm excited to watch her go head-to-head with Sawa Eid Nasser in Poland. These two are always the cream of the crop in the women's 400 meters, and this year they'll have a new challenger in Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone, who ran a season's best time in the flat 400 of 48.90 seconds at the U.S. trials. So, Perdita, do you think that Sydney's going to be paying extra attention to this race now that she is stepping down from the 400 hurdles to the 4 flats and see what they can do in this 400 coming up in Silesia?
You know what? That's a really good question because she's coached by the legendary Bob Kersey. Now, I've been on the circuit with Bob Kersey and his athletes for a long time. He's probably like, don't look at them. They don't matter. Focus on you and yourself. So she's probably not allowed to look. But if I was Sydney, okay, I'd go find me a little live stream, okay, take my popcorn out, and I'd be watching these girls, okay? I'd be watching. I know Sydney's probably watching. I feel like if Sydney is going to do something in this event, she has to definitely have some reverence and respect for these two women. She has to go through them.
Sure.
If she's going to win this gold medal over the 400 flat, but I know you and I don't agree on this, but I think Sydney could take both of them or one of them down. I just think she's capable of it, but I just think so.
She's definitely capable for sure. And she's a generational talent. She's up there with Mondo as one of the greatest track athletes we've ever seen. I just put respect on what I've already seen and who's earned the title in the 400 flat. I'm not just going to give it to somebody before they come and earn it. We've seen them line up before.
Yeah.
And Marilady Paulino pulled out the win. She's run 48-1. I just gave her the respect until she's taken down. So, but speaking of which, I just want to ask you real quick. Did you watch your competitors when you're an athlete and you're active?
So if I was in a major final or a major championship, I rarely watch, like if I was, like say, if you're in heat 5 or heat 3 or something, I wouldn't watch the rounds before me, but I would
Mm,
watch the meets that I wasn't in. For sure I'd watch it.
okay.
And I'm looking at who's doing what. Oh yeah, for sure. Oh, I loved it. Because I'm still going to smash you.